and fast, ramping up to about 160 knots, which is a cyclic climb, going from 100 feet up to 600 feet in a matter of seconds, slowing down, and they'll be doing a nose over before doing a 90-degree turn out. I said the aircraft is based, the frontline crews are based with 815 Naval Air Squadron, and the squadron supplies all the aircraft that are now at sea. So at the moment this year, they swept through the Bahamas recently and really devastated the islands. There's a helicopter at the moment based in the Royal Fleet Auxiliary Mounts Bay, and that was one of the first on the scene to provide immediate support to the islands. And they've been moving casualties to hospital. They've been providing water and food and medical supplies to those remote areas of the islands that have been badly affected by the hurricane. So in the right hand seat today is Lieutenant Chris Rebeck. He's the having moved backwards into a over the shoulder turn and then out again for another wing over. On the nose, just above the nose, is the electrical optical device, and just underneath the nose is the radar. And the two linked together means that the aircraft can search out to quite a long range, and then of course identify. And identifying what it's looking for and what it's looking at is the most important aspect. As you see there, the aircraft's dipped its nose, shows you the main rotor head. The main rotor head is a marinized version, and this means that when the aircraft's on the deck of a ship and shut down, all of the rotor blades can be folded back, which will enable the helicopter to be stored inside the hangar of the frigate or the destroyer. The roles of the aircraft was out in the Caribbean providing disaster relief, but it also carries out counter-narcotic operations. And to do that, they need some weapons to help stop some of these very fast craft which are zipping along the sea at about 60 to 70 knots. And that completes the Wildcat's demonstration today. As I said, it's been a complete joy to be. But this is the aircraft that took over from the Lynx helicopter, which retired some 2.5 years ago. And of course, the squadrons, the force, have had to train the aircraft, aircrew and engineers from one aircraft type to another. So this is a Wildcat maritime attack aircraft. It normally operates from the stern, from the back of frigates and destroyers. And if you just look at think about the worldwide ops it's been on this year, the Wildcat has been involved in operations in the Far East, in the Middle East, in the Mediterranean, in the Baltic, in the Atlantic, and of course the Caribbean. For many of you, you will have seen all the press recently about Hurricane Dorian and the effect and the devastation it's had on the Bahamas. The Royal Fleet Auxiliary Ship Mounts Bay is in the Bahamas as we speak, providing that key urgent support which they started just after Dorian had charges, and also they're in the process at the moment of just developing the final stages of the missile systems that the aircraft will be operating shortly. And those weapons will be the sea venom and also the martlet weapons, which will be against small vessels, fast attack craft, and things like that. Coming toward
interactive display and a new radar system as well, giving 360-degree surveillance. Known around the country as the Black Cat. That's a bit of an interesting. Jim qualified as a search and rescue pilot on his way towards this. He used to fly the Sea King Mark 5s with 771 Squadron down to Caldros. After that he deployed to the Middle East and then took an opportunity to fly this great machine, Wildcat. He supported the UK Carrier Strike Group to the east coast of the US in 2019. And then lucky man that he was, spent 8.5 months in the Carrier crew from 825 Naval Air Squadron, the Black Cats.